Sorry, my video got paused, unfortunately. All right, we are back to part 1 of the workbook. We are going to be writing fractions for the whole numbers. I know it doesn't go up to 5, sorry. All right, so first thing you're going to do is count the amount of parts per each unit. And a unit is one number. So 0 to 1 is 1 unit, 1 to 2 is 1 unit, 2 to 3 is a unit. So I just want to know how many parts is in one of those units. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. So I know there are 3 parts per unit. So 3 goes on the bottom. If the 3 is on the bottom here, 3 is on the bottom for the entire line because they are all 3 is the total parts per unit. Okay? Now, I am going to be multiplying. The next portion is going to be the top number. So to get my top number, the answer for the whole number, I take this bottom number and multiply it by this big number up here. 3 times 1 on your number line is 3. So 3 over 3 is equal to 1. Next, 3 times 2. 3 times 2 is 6. Next, 3 times 3 is 9. And last, 3 times 4 is 12. So when your bottom number is 3, the top is going to be multiplied by 3s. So you're going to multiply the top numbers to get your top numbers of your fraction. Okay? Let me go ahead and draw B for you as well. All right, so let's go ahead and count and try and figure out what our bottom number on our fraction will be. I'm going to count the parts. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my bottom number is 5. Remember, 5 is the bottom number for all of them because they are all part of the same unit. They all have the same amount. Next, to get my top numbers, I'm going to take my fraction, my denominator of my fraction, and multiply it by the big number on the number line. 5 times 1 is 5. 5 times 2 is 10. 5 times 3 is 15. 5 times 4 is 20. All right. These are the fractions for the whole numbers on these number lines. They're actually pretty easy. If you have your first number or your bottom number is 5, you know that you're going to be counting by 5s. If your bottom number is 3, you're not going to be counting by 3s on the top. All right. We are going to go over to part 2. You're going to write multiplication problems as a division problem. Problem A, 5 times blank equals 35. You're going to rewrite that as a division problem, okay? So, 5 times blank equals 35. My first number goes here, and my last number goes here. Then I solve. Remember, the number 5 goes into 35. That number is going to go over the second number because 5 does not go into 3, 5 goes into 35. So you're going to solve 5 goes into 35 how many times? 7 times. My 7 is going to go above the 5. All right, B. A, B. I am going to rewrite this as a fraction. 3 times blank equals 6. Those are both kind of small numbers. So remember, the first number comes first. The 3 goes here. The second number comes under the line. I want you to solve. 3 goes into 6 how many times? Let's do C. 9 times blank is 45. Okay, so this number comes first, and this one goes under the line. So 9, 45. How many times is 9 going to 45? It doesn't just go into 4, it goes into 45, so your number better be over the 5. Okay? I want you to solve that. And D, I want you to go ahead and write D as a division problem on your own. Okay? When you are finished, we're going to jump over to part 3. All right. Erase some of this stuff. All right, let's see, part 3. There are no number family arrows in this table, so we're going to work the table. All right, we're going to work the problems, how we can work them. So if it only has one number in a column, you can't work it. You have to go to another column. All right, so your problem looks like this. 49, 13, 18, 64, 131. All right, so remember, you cannot work the problems that only have one number in their line. I'm going to start up here on the top. I know these are my totals. And these down here are my totals. All right, so 49 plus 13. 9, 10, 11, 12. 2 down, carry the 1. 4 plus 1 is 5, plus 1 more is 6. My answer here is 62. All right, now I have more than one item in this column, so I can solve. To get my middle number here, I have to subtract my total from my small number. So 131 minus 62. All right, this 2 is bigger than the 1, so I have more on the floor. I have to go next door. 3 minus 1 is 2. Now I have 11 minus 2 here. 11, 10, 9. All right. Now I have 2 over 6. I have more on the floor again, so I have to borrow again. So let's go next door. 1 minus 1 is 0, and now I have 12 minus 6. 12 minus 6 is 6. 69. I want you guys to find these last 2 on your own. Here is a clue. This is a small number. So 69 minus 18 is going to give you that number. This one, you can add 49 and 18 to get this number, or you could subtract this total number, 131, from 64 to get this number. Okay? You may make that choice. All right, part 4. For these problems, you'll complete the sign. Remember, it eats the bigger number. So 77 or 72? It's going to eat 77, okay? If the numbers are the same, you just put an equal sign. Part 5 is independent work. Don't forget to put your comma in when you say the word thousands. After you write your thousands numerals, you'll work the problems in parts 5 through 7 in your textbook. When you are finished, please go ahead and submit.